This is Dr. Dwight Turner. This is Being the Other. Let's get started. Hi, welcome back. I'm Dr. Dwight Turner. This is Being the Other. This week, we're going to talk about hate. Big topic, this one, and yet it's very easy to miss. The reason why I'm going to talk about it this week is I've been reading a lot in the press, especially recently, about the rise in levels of hate crimes, both here and in the US. In the US, since the inauguration of Donald Trump, who I try not to mention on this podcast, but inevitably end up doing so, there's been a marked increase in crimes against those who are deemed different, be they LGBTQ, persons of color, women, whatever it might be. The levels of reporting of hate crimes have gone through the roof, it seems like. Here in the UK, we've seen similar sorts of incidents, especially with the coming of Brexit, which still hasn't arrived, by the way. Even I did a video about this a couple of months ago. Recently, for example, a lesbian couple on a bus were physically assaulted by a group of men because they were just seen together in an embrace. This is not uncommon as an experience of difference. As the other, we walk through a world whereby we're often hated because of our difference. That hate we learn to live with, we learn to cope with, just to survive. It's a bit like breathing the air. We don't even realize that we're doing it half the time, but that's what we are. We're breathing in hate. It could be as simple as the microaggressions of somebody crossing the road because you're a person of color. Yes, that's happened to myself. To somebody shouting something out because you're a same-sex couple in the street. Yep. Or catcalls or anything like that because you're a woman. These are levels of microaggressions or macroaggressions, hate crimes against the other. And they're so frequent, it's impossible to name and notify the authorities of them all. But it's an important aspect of being the other to recognize, as I've already said. We endure this hate daily, hourly, every single time. Let me give you a couple of examples of when I've endured that sort of level of hate. I remember simple things. I remember once being in a major hotel in London, not going to mention which one it is in case I get sued, but a big name, tourist attraction in London. There with a colleague, we're about to try and get a place to sit and have a drink. The maitre d' walks to the front of the queue, next person, walks right past myself to the people behind me and asks them if they want to sit down and have something to drink. Totally ignores me, enforcing me to actually pull him up on this and call him back and say, hang on, we're stood right here. It's not that uncommon. These things happen all the time. Microaggressions, which then leave you feeling unseen, is a form of hate. I don't want to see you because I don't necessarily like you, because whatever you bring up for me. Give me another example, another one that I've heard. A colleague of mine, when I used to live in Germany, used to live in Berlin some time ago, said to me she was walking down the streets with a female friend of hers. They weren't in a relationship, but a guy came over and started shouting at them about the fact he thought they were in a lesbian relationship. Cursed them out in the street just because of what he thought they represented by just being together, even though she wasn't actually gay. This is a regular occurrence for persons of difference, of persons of otherness. And it's something that often we try and ignore just to survive in the day-to-day living, day-to-day experience of being a human being. Now, if one is born of privilege, then those levels of hate towards oneself diminish. They're not the same. I can say that for categorically. So it's always worth recognizing, if you're the other, how much hate you end up having to endure, because there will be a cost to oneself, be it psychological, be it physical. Watch out for that. Now I'm going to leave this very brief cast there, just to get you thinking about hate and how it plays a role in our lives. As always, it's a pleasure to talk to yourselves. I'm Dr. Dwight Turner. This has been The Other. Please follow us on Twitter, YouTube, even on Facebook, wherever you seem to find me. I will talk to you again soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.